Nothing. He said, come on, what is it? Well, it was rather odd, you know. I'd arranged to have lunch with Beckett, and I called him up, and the little old lady answered the phone, said, "Good morning, and he said, Monsieur Beckett, s'il vous plaît," and the old lady said, "No, s'il vous plaît." There was a pause, you see, and then there was a sudden, terrible cacophony of metal objects being hurled about. And he had to put the phone away from his ear. And then he heard a voice say, "Beckett here." So he said, "Yes, what's all about that?" He said, "Well, what transpired was I went to lunch with Beckett, had lunch in the kitchen, and the phone rang. And Beckett said, 'Excuse me.' He picked up the phone and said, 'Hello.'" The phone one side and paused. Then he went round the kitchen, seizing every saucepan and wine and threw them all over the floor. Bang, crash! And then picked up the phone and said, "Beckett here." I'll tell you a nice thing I didn't remember. Yeah, well, when Harold wrote to him and said, I think I'm going to prison for being a conscientious objector, Henry Miller took the trouble to send Harold about 12 to 15 hard-covered books of his. These will keep you company.
Well, this has been an amazing evening. And I can't thank both of you enough for being here and for so generously telling us your stories. I'm sure that everybody in this room will remember them for a long, long time.
They'll try to forget them.
They won't be able to.
Would you mind reading that passage from the conscientious, the paragraph that you read one more time before we go?
Sure.
The conscientious objective.
Sure. And while I find it, just a tiny advertisement. You can buy the film on Amazon. I mean, not that you'd want to, you've just seen it. But you might want to buy it for someone else. But it's very expensive. Now, I'm not allowed to sell you a DVD, that would be quite wrong of me. On the other hand, I have a few in my bag. And what I love to do is give them away. But the trouble is, I haven't quite got my airfare home yet. So anyone who gives me $20 as a gift to help me get home gets a DVD as a present.
And there is additional material in it, too.
That's true. No, that's not true. That's on the commercial. That's on the expensive.
I'll tell a lie.
This is the $20 one. Anyway, the format is it's universally configured.
Good work.
That was like a line from a Pinter villain, wasn't it? It's universally configured. No, it's not region coded. They certainly play. We just played the film in a local Apple laptop. They play. This is I mean it's quite long, you know, the conscientious objection, because in fact it's two pieces. The piece from his first tribunal, and then when they wrote him, when they found him, essentially they found his plea to be unworthy of consideration. He wrote, I'll read the same thing, but this is what he wrote to the court. He was so appalled to find out that the judge had completely misrepresented what he'd said in his first trial. The judge had quite deliberately misrepresented Harold's position. And when Harold found that out, he wrote to the court, "I regret that through a misunderstanding there has been a distortion of some of my statements." Don't forget, he's just 19 years old. "The findings say I declared I would never defend innocent people. This is an unhappy mistake. My opinion on this subject, which I stated at the time, is that I would defend the innocent with my life without hesitation, but that to kill others, to attack as the best defense, is something I cannot conjecture." it seems to me that to attempt to eliminate aggression by further aggression is merely to out-wrong the wrongdoer. And these means it is essential to stop. So that was his reply to being told that he'd said things he hadn't said. And so the paragraph that I read before was this. As human beings, we are bound to bring forth and foster that inherent wisdom and goodness which is endowed in us, and replenish and illumine our fellows with this spiritual realization. Each person is compelled by this moral responsibility to hold sacred human life, to cast out fear, and to fulfill this existence as a creation out of the immense order of things. The dismissal of these principles, the betrayal of all Jesus Christ, the great mystics, and Dostoevsky have said, has led to the perversion and ignorance of man today. The position in society for one who believes in his responsibility as a man is simple. He shall, with great sorrow and love, defend the innocent, with physical sacrifice and moral enlightenment, but on no account shall he be the arbiter of another human's existence by taking arms. Nor shall he tarnish his soul by joining such a stupid, sorrowful organization as the army. With these beliefs, it is impossible, therefore, for me to even contemplate such an act.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming tonight.
And maybe we'll see you at the festival.